Hello, I am so happy to make this video today because the last 3 weeks here in Rio were so exciting. I talked in previous videos how difficult it was for me to find dates here in Brazil, and this was kind of turning me off a little bit to find people to go on dates and also people to make new videos. And I'm very happy to announce that not only I've been in 3 dates in the last 3 weeks, but I also recorded one video to post in my page. So I want to tell all about it, but first I want to talk a little bit about myself if you don't know me yet. Probably if you are here now, you already know me, because I don't think you would watch this video about my dates if I am a complete stranger to you. But anyways, I'm Gisele Kimura, I'm 34 years old and I'm a hot wife. This means I'm married and my husband likes me to go on dates with other people. I have total freedom to do whatever I want sexually. I just have to be, of course, honest and open to my husband about what's gonna happen and what happened on the dates, in the dates. Anyways, I don't want this part to be too long, but for me here in Brazil it's very difficult to find dates, especially during winter. And that's because I don't like to date Brazilian men. I'm not gonna explain here now why. If you guys are interested in knowing why, you guys can leave a comment and I'm going to make a video dedicated about that. Okay, otherwise I'm going to stay here talking for 30 minutes and this is not the purpose of this video. But the thing is, I don't like to date Brazilian men. I like to date people from other nationalities. I'm gonna try to keep this video safe for work, because when I use terms that are not safe for work, I realize that the views in my video get very decreased. I don't get a lot of reach, okay? So if I use more terms that are more bland here, that's why, okay? So many guys go on my page and they're like, how can't you find dates in Brazil? Brazilian men are super romantic, they are well hung, things like that. But this does not matter for me because I don't like Brazilian men and I'm not gonna go on dates, I'm not gonna have sex with guys that I don't like. And of course, I'm not gonna make a video for my page with a guy that I don't like just for money. So yeah, since I arrived here in Brazil, I was not making videos, I was not going on dates. People that are interesting for me were not here. And why is that? Because in the North Hemisphere was summer. And here in Brazil was winter. So the tourists were not here. But now in November, basically, the tourists started arriving here in Brazil. And oh boy, they started arriving a lot. And it's been so much fun. Let me start talking about the first one. The first two ones were a little disappointment, okay? So I matched this guy on Tinder. And he was a Swiss guy. He was a little bit too tall, and I don't like tall guys, but he was very pretty, like shape and face. Face card, perfect. Shape, very great. I was very attracted to him, and he was very smart as well. So it was like definitely a 10-10 for me. So I was enjoying talking to him, but you know, when the person is interested in the first day, but on the second day, the person starts not replying so much. And I don't like being desperate. I don't like sending messages when the person is not replying to me. I try a little bit, like send some naughty messages and some provocative things. But when I see that the person is not like giving the same vibe, I start giving up, you know, because I'm not gonna humiliate myself for the person, you know? I give clear signs that I'm interested, but if the person does not give me the same vibe, if the person does not give me the effort back, what can I do, you know? And I know that some guys, sometimes when I say that, they are like, these guys are idiots. But you guys also need to understand that I'm talking about a guy that is a 10-10. He can get any woman that he wants. So probably he found another woman that is prettier than me, more interesting than me, and that's fine, that's okay. This guy did not give me back the energy and I was like very obsessed about meeting with him, but not like trying not to show. I was not showing this, but in my head I was like, oh my God, I really want to hook up with this guy because he's so pretty. But in the end of the day, he stopped replying, and that's it. I was very sad because for the first time in 1 year, I saw someone on Tinder that I was really interested. But well, it did not happen. I did not even see him in person. I just talked to him for 1-2 days and that's it. So then I matched a second Swiss guy. And this guy was a little bit older than the first one. The first one, I think it was 24. And this one was, I think, 34, 36. I don't know exactly. But he was not like so attractive for me, but still an attractive guy, let's say. I was not like super obsessed, but he could be like a nice guy, like to meet in person, you know? And then I like to talk to people a lot, like over text. So I know the intentions, I know if I have that chemistry before going on a date. Because after you go on a date, I have a real problem about rejecting people. I don't like people to feel bad, and I don't really know how to say that I'm not interested. You know, I always think that I'm going to hurt the person's feelings, and I prefer to, like, if I am going to reject a person, if I see that there's no chemistry, it's better to do it before meeting in person. So anybody loses their time. So that's why I like to talk a lot over text before meeting. Anyways, I was talking to this guy over text for like 3 or 4 days. Not because I was trying to delay the meeting. It was just because it was not the right time to meet yet. And he was here with a friend. And then he was saying things and doing things during the text that I was like, this guy, he does not have like great intentions with me. Okay, first, can I show here my Tinder profile and my bio? So this is my Tinder bio. It's extremely clear what I'm looking for. After I match with the person, I also explain about my profession, and I try to explain everything that they may have doubts about my marriage, about my profession, about everything, you know? Because, I don't know, maybe people can think that I want to charge for services in person, and that's not the case at all. So I like to be very clear and honest about everything, so people do not have any fear on meeting me or anything like that. So in this case, this guy, he was like giving me answers that were turning me off completely. Just to make this video short, I'm going to put here on the screen the answer that I gave him on WhatsApp, just to say that I did not want to meet him anymore, and I'm going to read here for you. So I was thinking about our last conversations, and I like being transparent. I also know you still have 2 days here in Rio, so I don't want you to have a false idea, expectation on anything. After some thinking, I don't think we are on the same page about how we match. As I stated on my Tinder bio, I want someone to go on dates. I want the excitement, the build-up. I want to spend time together. I don't want just sex. I understand that me being married and having the profession that I have, maybe this gives the wrong impression. But if I wanted just sex, I could get this at any time. And that's not what I'm looking for. Some things you said turn me off, like me asking what you like to eat, to plan and enjoy a nice meal together. And you responded that just 1 or 2 drinks were fine for you. So in here, I was just like trying to plan a nice date, like asking him, oh, do you like Japanese food? What do you like? And he was like, oh, I like this type of food, but like just 1 drink for me is okay. We don't have to go out for eat. This gives me the impression that I'm not worth it, the money of a meal. I never even ask the man to pay. I always pay half. Or worse, I'm not worth of the company or your time. But okay, I said the name of the best place to have drinks, and your response was, a bit far, but okay. A bit far, it is just 2 kilometers from your hotel. I chose the place for drinks because I knew where his hotel was, and this place is very nice, but is like 2 kilometers from his hotel. And if he could go by walk, you know, but if he wanted to get an Uber, it would be, I swear to you, $5, like the Uber would be $5 or less. But this was like apparently too far for him. And after that, I had a date with another guy, a Dutch guy. We went to the same bar and he never complained about the distance or anything. So let's continue. So you really expect me to go all the way for drinks close to your hotel, rush to drink, so I can have sex with you as soon as possible, so it is the most convenient possible for you. Even if that's not your intention, it is what it looks like. So that's not what I'm looking for, sorry. Since you still have 2 days here, I wish you good luck in your search. I know that I look like a bitch here, but all the conversation that we had prior to me sending this message were sending me like bad vibes, that this guy was not making any effort to like go on dates with me and like even go to a bar that was 2 kilometers from his hotel. That he just wanted like to choose somewhere that was close to his hotel, or for me to go directly to his hotel room to have sex with him while his friend was not there. This was the vibe that I was getting from this guy, and this is not what I'm looking for while I'm on Tinder. So instead of meeting with him or just blocking him, unmatching him, I always like to be nice to people and explain instead of ghosting. I sent him this message. So this was the second guy that it was, I almost went on a date but did not go on a date. After that, things started to improve a little bit better for mama here. So after that, I have great stories. 2 weeks ago, I matched with a Dutch guy. Okay, so I matched with him, we were talking, and then I see another guy on Tinder, and he had a picture with the first guy that I matched, and then I was like, they are a group, they are friends, yay! And I showed it to my husband, and my husband was like, oh, match with this one as well, blah, blah. Okay, I matched with both of them, and then I see a third one that was also Dutch. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna swipe this one as well. And then I was talking to one of them, but I did not know like which one to choose. And then I was honest, like, okay, I'm talking to the both of you. How are we going to like decide this? Because of course I'm not going to be with both of you. And then one of them said, oh no, I am going to tell that guy that I am going to date you. And I said, oh, okay, no worries. Then this guy was like, oh, tonight we are going out for drinks. Do you want to join? Yes, I want to join. And guys, I was like very in the mood. And one thing that makes me feel very nice is when you include me in your plans. I'm going to feel very good when you have a group of friends and you introduce me to your group of friends. Like, hey, I think it is nicer if I go on a date and you have your friends there and you show me to all of your friends, and then we go to a separate space, more reserved. I say goodbye to all of your friends and we go to a more reserved place, you know? I think this is much nicer than go to a place that is just the 2 of us, you know, because it shows like that you're not trying to hide me. So I went to this place and his friends were there, like the other guys that were on Tinder. And in the end of the day, they were not his friends. They were his siblings. And it was awkward, but okay. And it was such a nice vibe. The guy was pretty, like blonde, blue eyes, nice talk. It was very good. And we had a nice time. So we stayed at this bar having drinks. Then we went to a nightclub and we danced, kissed. It was like the perfect first date. Then he was like, okay, do you want to go back to my place, my Airbnb? Yes, I want. I went back. We got an Uber and went back to his Airbnb. And, you know, things happened there. I even made a short video for my husband, but I cannot sell this video because I don't have the guy's authorization, so this video is not for sale. But I took a picture also of me with things happening here. I can't say what it is, but probably you know what it is. I took a picture and I have it available in my page. If you go to my website, you can see it. So yeah, the night was awesome, 10 out of 10. The date was great, the night was great, the Airbnb was great, the action was great, and then I went home. This was the first sex I had, like the first date with sex I had since 1.5 years. And I can say that I needed that. It was so important for my relationship, for my marriage, and for my self-esteem overall. Because after that, I started feeling so much happier about myself, about my life, about work, about everything. And me being a hot wife and being able to come home after a date and being able to tell my husband everything that happened, the excitement that I felt, the fun that I had, and how good it was, how happy I was, and how turned on I was still after the date, and that I needed to express that sexual tension in other ways with my husband and with other people, you know? It was such a nice feeling that I did not feel for so long. And it was so great. Oh my God. I love this life. It is so great. I think that only people that are in this lifestyle can fully understand what I'm trying to say. And then 1 week after that, I matched on Tinder with a Spanish guy. And when I was talking to him, he explained, okay, I do this for a living. I don't expect you to record any videos with me. This is just for fun. And then he was like, no, but I want to record with you. And I was like, what? Is this true? Oh my God. So I explained to him all the procedures and said, look, I'm going to give you the procedures to recording. You are not obligated to do anything. I'm just going to explain and you see if you like it or not. And after I explained everything, he said, no, I agree with everything. When can we meet so you can see if you like me? And we met. We went on a date. I liked him. And this is a funny story because it was a holiday here in Brazil. It was the day 15 of November. So it was like some days ago. And there were no hotels available here in the city. It was everything super, super, super crowded. So what could we do? Well, there was my house and this bed here, but my husband was here. And then I messaged my husband saying, look, we have this situation happening here. There are no hotels. I need to record and I really want to be with this guy, but what do you think? Like, can I bring him home? To be fair, I already discussed this with my husband beforehand, like not before the date, but before, months before. And my husband said he would be open about me bringing people to our house. But of course, that in an open relationship, you have to discuss everything in details and you need to have conversations and you need to talk about things. Otherwise, feelings can be hurt and you cannot have miscommunication in open relationships. I could not just bring a guy, random person from the street to our house without telling my husband, you know? So I sent a message to my husband while I was on the date, and my husband said, yes, you can bring him here, but at this time I don't want to participate in the video. And I said, why not? Like, people that watch our videos are kind of expecting that. They are expecting you to participate in the video, because this is a dynamic that people that like the hot wife lifestyle, they want to watch that, you know? And then my husband said, I mean, I understand, but at this time, because it's like last minute, I am not like emotionally prepared to do it, It is not something that I want to do it, basically, because my husband is not a cuckold. Let's remember that. He just likes me to have fun with people. He not necessarily likes to watch in person, you know? So he was like not prepared and not in the mood to do that. Also, my husband was, and he still is, sick for a month now because he was doing a diet and his immune system went down. So he was sick and not in the mood to do anything like that, you know? So it was a little bit like a turn off because I wanted him to participate, but of course I'm always going to respect my husband and his wishes. My husband never makes me do anything, and I also never obligate my husband to do anything that he does not want to do. So I'm free to do everything that I want, and my husband is free to do everything he wants. After that, we discussed more about him participating, and there will be news from now on, but I'm still talking about the date. Let's focus on the date. So I bring the guy here home. We start the fun outside by my pool, and then we bring the fun here inside. The video has 42 minutes, but we basically stayed here for 5 hours, and it was very fun. And in the end of the day, this guy said to me that he wants to be an OnlyFans creator as well, and I gave him some tips about the do's and don'ts. And I don't know, I think he's going to create his own page, and we are going to make more videos together because he's staying in Rio for a while, and I think I'm gonna go to his place to make more videos, maybe with my husband, maybe alone, we don't know. So let's talk about the third date. The third date happened 3 days ago, and it was again with a Dutch guy, and this was very good as well, but I did not record for this one. Every time I'm on Tinder, I am as clear as possible. As you saw in my bio, as clear as possible, and I talk about my profession, what I do for a living, what are my boundaries, how is my relationship with my husband. Of course, I don't start like vomiting everything, blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, okay, this is who I am. If you have any doubts, if you are curious about anything, you can ask me. But also, if you are not comfortable about me being married, about me having the profession that I have, don't worry. I completely understand and I respect your opinion. I mean, I don't want people that are not comfortable with me being with me. I want by my side people that like me and respect me. So that's it. And this Dutch guy was a very good surprise because this guy was older than me. And you guys know that I normally, almost exclusively, go for younger guys. And this guy was older, and when I looked at his age, I was, I'm not sure. But my problem with age is not the age. My problem with age is how people look, okay? Because if the guy appears old, then I don't like. My problem is the appearance, okay? There are some guys that they are 30 years old and they look 50. And this guy, he's 36, but he does not look old at all. So his age was not a problem for me. In fact, it was good because he was mature, he was smart, and he was also like very attractive. And he was exactly the type of guy that I like with a beard and a blonde beard. Oh my gosh, this is the best for me. I'm not going to get in many details about how he looks like, okay? But my type. I gave him all the information. We went for drinks at the same place that the other guy said it was too far. This guy never complained about the distance. I always try to keep my expectations low for everything. And I'm not saying that this guy did not deserve me to keep my expectations high, okay? Because he's smart, he's pretty. I as a person, I keep my expectations low just because I don't like to be disappointed. And I think that when you keep your expectations high, you get disappointed. So I go on a date expecting anything, expecting it to be bad. And then if things go bad, yeah, at least you already expected it to go bad. But if things go good, like in this date, then it's like, great. And taking a little bit of accountability, I think I was a little bit bitchy at this date. I need to be more fun and less bitchy, complain less about things and be more fun. Yeah, I need to, I think because I don't go to dates very often, I kind of lost the perception of how to have a conversation with people, you know? But that's it. I'm still learning how to do things. But that's it. Next one is going to be better. And I like the guy, my type. The kiss was good. And then I booked a hotel room. And that was it. I asked him if he would be comfortable about recording some videos in his phone to send to my husband and my husband only, because I cannot share these videos without his authorization. And he said yes. He recorded several videos with his phone, and I only asked him for one video. That is a video that with my husband's favorite position. The other videos, this guy can keep with him for his amusement and fun. And that's it. The date went well. I really enjoyed it. And I came back home very happy and satisfied. Look how happy I am. Oh, guys, now I'm living my best life. Truly, I'm living my best life. Anyways, and now, Gisele, are you going on more dates? I have another Swiss guy that is arriving here to the city on Monday. I'm recording this is Saturday night. So on Monday he's arriving and he's staying here for 1 week. I already told him about being married and my profession, and apparently he's okay with it. I don't know, let's see. He wants to go to the beach with me and his friends, and I like the idea. As I said, I like when people include me in their activities. I feel very happy when this happens. I like to have fun with people. My love language is time together. So when people include me in their plans, this is the best for me. All I can say is that I'm very, very happy, and I am also very excited about what's gonna happen between now, like December, until March, April. That is the end of the season for the foreigners to come here to Brazil. I am going to have so much fun. And my 3 last experiences were 10-10. The guys were super nice. The sex was awesome. Like everything was 10-10. I have nothing to complain about them. They were awesome. And I know that some experiences that I'm gonna have from here until April are not going to be so nice, because you cannot have all great experiences. But so far, it was very good. And I'm very excited for what's going to happen. Also, I share a little bit of these stories in my Instagram page. If you still don't follow me there, you can check here in my bio, my Instagram profile. And that's it. Thanks for watching my video, and bye-bye.